Good evening, everybody. His friends say he was one of a kind, but he was hardly one thing. Leslie Isaiah Gaines was a lawyer, a judge, preacher, singer, and most of all, a force of nature.
Judge Gaines died on Monday after a long illness. He was 69 years old. Local 12's Joe Webb spent the day talking with Gaines' old friends, and he joins us now with a few of the stories they had to tell. Joe.
Well, Cammie, everyone who met Les Gaines came away with a story, and today those who knew him well made it clear that even in death, he's a character who was larger than life.
All right, my brother.
If you needed Leslie Isaiah Gaines, he was always just a phone call away. The deep baritone and black bowler hat were a fixture in the Hamilton County Courthouse, where he often stood tall for the accused. Attorney and radio host Bill Cunningham went to work for Gaines in the 1970s. He remembers taking a phone call from a man who didn't want a black lawyer and used the N-word.
And without missing a beat, he said, "Cousin Willie, it matters not the color of a man's skin, but the color of a man's money. Charge him twice as much and take the case."
Les Gaines took a lot of cases through the 70s and 80s, representing defendants in dozens of homicides, often winning with a little guile and a lot of style. His closing arguments in jury trials often drew crowds.
He was one of a kind and the last of the real showmen. There's a few young guys around now, but he's truly one of a kind and the last of the real showman and a great attorney.
In 1993, Gaines left the defense table and took the municipal court bench where he heard cases for 3 years. In 1996, he claimed to see a vision of Jesus in a marble pillar at the courthouse and left to become a preacher. 7 years ago, Judge Gaines recorded a Christmas CD.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the store.
That's from the track, Don't Shoplift the Gift. Les Gaines packed a lot into 69 years, and his friends want to make sure he's judged not so much for his colorful style, but the content of his character.
Les Gaines is here. Trial attorney, inspirational speaker, radio personality, evangelical. There was no one like him, and he never was a phony. He was completely legit. He lived his life the way he wanted to live it, and all of us are better for it.
Now, Judge Nadel told us today that Leslie Isaiah Gaines once appeared in his courtroom and said, "Your Honor, my client is guilty. I'm not asking for justice, I'm asking for mercy." Nadel said he'd never heard that kind of plea in 40 years on the bench, and he appreciated the honesty. Quite a guy.
Great stories, Joe. Thank you. He will be missed, no doubt. Funeral arrangements are pending. Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Dieters issued a statement today saying Les was a great lawyer, judge, and wonderful friend. He had the most incredible presence in the courtroom that I've ever seen, and I will miss him very much. God bless him.